Good morning. How's everybody today? Look who's come here first this morning. I come over and sat down ready to talk to the chat to everybody. And somebody, she does not like to be on camera. Look at this. You're not looking at me? Can you see the camera? Or don't you want to look at yourself? Is that it? You want to look at yourself? She's a mess. Good morning, everybody. Fix my camera. How's it going this morning? Mr. Warlock, good morning. Sugar's here already. Good morning, Mitch. Mitch. I'm going to do something here. I hope you don't mind what I just did, Mitch. Is that okay? Good morning, Mitch. I want to say something, but I'll wait a little bit until a few more people come. Look at this. I come over here and sat down, ready to get started. Fed the birds. Look at this. She watched me from the front door. As soon as I sat down, she just came running over and laid down. Good morning, D-Ram. Good morning to India. How many billions of people in India? And I have one here, the representative of India. Okay, I'm going to tell you anyway. Last night, the video I did yesterday about cell phone radiation and cable radiation and so on and so on, it's been something that's been bothering me forever. And you know, I don't like to be controversial. I mean, if I met you and we were walking down the road and we were talking about something, I'm very happy to talk about anything. But I don't really like putting stuff on here because I try to talk about things that are a bit more positive, trying to encourage people, because there's a lot of people who are down. You know, I was one of those people, and occasionally I get a little bit down today. But you know, I'm able to sort of, as they say, pull my socks up, pull my bootstraps up, whatever you want to call it, and just keep going. You know. Good morning, Colleen. Time to put tea on. Great topic, electromagnetically. Good morning, Kevin, from Peter. Hey, Peter. Morning, Colleen. So, you know, like I said, I don't really like talking about controversial topics, but, you know, when it affects your health, and I'm all about trying to encourage people. I have this passion about people being healthy, learning how to stay healthy, etc., etc. I'm sitting here a little cockeyed. I'm going to just move my camera because somebody stole the whole table. Somebody stole the table. Head hanging off in my lap. So, I thought for a long time, how can I measure microwaves? How can I measure magnetism, all that sort of stuff? Yeah, I think we are blessed to have a sound mind, Judy. I think that's yeah, you know, we're for one thing, we're here in a little small community where we can share information. Nobody in here bothers each other. Occasionally we get somebody who has an agenda, but they don't usually leave. Good morning, Trent. We don't usually have any people bothering us. But let me get to the point. Yesterday's video, I didn't really want to do it, but it's been bothering me, and it's sort of boiled up to the surface. And I said, I'm doing it because I'm driving down the road and I see things, and I think, you know, what if there's a little baby girl sleeping, or a little baby boy sleeping on the other side of that wall, or sleeping in this general vicinity, or sleeping near those power lines? How is that affecting their health? You know, and I don't want to be disrespectful, but some people don't have the money or the education or the common sense to understand. 1.3 billion, over 7 billion worldwide have. Yeah, why have I only? That's right, Dharam. 7 billion Indian people around the world, and only Dharam here, the president of India. So I thought, I wanted to talk about that topic, but for my own protection, I thought, what can I do? Is there a meter? Now I know there's meters for electricity, but I'd never seen one for magnetism. And I presumed for, if you think, why am I leaning over? It's because I'm fussing with sugar. There's got to be meters for measuring microwaves. I agree, Mitch. Excellent representative. So this morning, well, for a couple of weeks, I've been looking online trying to find a meter. And how much are they? I'm thinking microwave meters are going to cost, the cost is going to be astronomical. So, hi Andy, good morning. Hope everybody's doing well. Hope Andy's doing good. So I went online. Well, actually, somebody last night, and I apologize for forgetting, sent me an amazing link. It's like a lot of information in one video, all about 5G, electromagnetism, and there's health standards and things like that. I think they said microwave, and I can't remember if it was microwave or magnetic field. I think it was microwave energy at 0.7 can alter the DNA, the genetics of a cell. The safety standard in China is 10, but the safety standard in the US and Canada is like 600 times that. It's crazy. Keep spreading that info people need to know. Thank you, Trent. I hope you're having a good time in Fifi Island. So anyway, I looked at the video. I found this gauge, this meter, and I thought, okay, this is going to cost a fortune. So I went to Amazon UK, and it was 119 pounds. Well, you know the exchange rate. So I went to Amazon America, and it was $119. So I thought, okay, how much is it going to cost to send it here to Thailand? So I think it worked out to $130 some shipped here. So guess what? This morning I bought it. So it's and I'm going to go those places. That one bridge that was stood on yesterday, it's got 3 cell phone towers within 100 meters. All that radiation. I want to go next to. I've been in that 7-Eleven that I showed you yesterday a few times when I used to live, not there, but not far from there. And I'd park my scooter and go inside. But that greenhouse next to it in the video yesterday is crazy. The cablings and all that. So anyway, this is the meter I bought. I don't know if you can see that. Probably, is it backwards? Or can you read it? Advanced GQ EMF 390. What does it say? Multi-field. So it has 3 different it can read electromagnetic energy, so that's like magnetism around cables. It can read microwaves, and it can read something else. So okay, good. Thank you, Warlock. So that is the meter I bought this morning. If you're interested for yourself, it's a small meter. You can stick it in your pocket, and it's in America on Amazon it was $119. On Amazon UK it was 119 pounds. So if you want to get one for yourself, and I think I'm pretty good out here. And you know what? Normally I don't turn my cell phone off at night. My Wi-Fi is this little box here, and I usually turn this off at night. But the cell phone, um, I leave that on, and I'm like, why do I need to leave it on? So because when you turn this, cool. Thank you, Mitch. So I'm going to turn normally I turn the Wi-Fi little box off that I showed you, but I'm going to turn my phone off too now. 4 5G phones sitting around on a table. Yep. I agree, Colleen. 100%. Thank you, Mitch. Yep. But this is what I like about our little group here, you know. I had some people leave me comments that I don't like going live. Well, don't go live then. Good morning, Terry. If you don't like being here on live, then don't come on. Why do you have to send me a message complaining about it? Anyway, I've had people unsubscribe because of it. I don't care. I'll do what I want. You know, this is my little section of the world, so I'm not in the green clothes anymore where people bark and you just ask how high. I do what I want. But you know, I think we have something good. Hey, Edward. Good morning. So yeah. Anyway, the good thing is you can get that meter if you want it, and you can measure the energy around your own house to keep yourself and your family healthy. But I think it's smart. It's only like really small. It looks like in the picture about as big as this. And it just it measures the electromagnetic radiation. So I want to get one. It's it cost me about $130 by the time it's shipped here, and I pay my tax to get it into the country. So I don't care, you know. I save and save and save for a rainy day, and sometimes you just have to do it, right? So, are you comfortable there, sugar? Yep. I mean, I'm generally not a controversial person, but you know, I have a brain and I can think for myself. Yeah, the topic's fascinating. But you know, I want to stay healthy. Ray from London, good morning. What's happening, Ray? Anybody else got somebody sitting with them? Can you get any closer? As soon as I sat down, she come flying over here and laid down. Sounds like here we go. Sounds like a great idea. Staying healthy is always worth it. I agree, Colleen. Morning from Stoke-on-Trent. 2 hours left of the night shift. Hey, Steve. Stoke-on-Trent. I love hearing people talk about the UK and different places they live. I haven't been there for a long time. You know, I was born there. I call it home. I carry a British passport, but I don't go there very often. Yeah, Colleen, such a rough life. I heard a cat this morning outside the house. Thank you. Thank you, Ben. Tom told Mom heading to Thailand. Cool. Good for you, Andy. Got to enjoy life, right? Yeah, so I'm going to get that little meter. It'll be here, I think, this month, and I want to go back to where those towers are, and just to see what the reading is. My dad told me a story from his youth. The shoe store had an X-ray machine that anyone could use right in the lobby. What? Wow. Yes, Colleen, a dog's life. Yeah, I thought I heard a cat this morning. I looked out the door early. Good morning, Django. Hope you're doing well. No joke. So, yeah, I want to get that meter and go back to there and measure it. I'm really interested to see that. But it's all about health. You know, we only have one life. And if we don't look after, you know, one lady I was watching that, I can't remember, I wish I could remember who sent me that link, but if you'd like to see the link, it's very informative. I'll put it in the description of last night's video about the EMF. And it says that the industry don't like it, but you know, one guy said that 5G is actually a weaponized frequency. They use it in the military as a weapon. Anyway, let's change the topic. It's kind of depressing. Thank you, DRAM. Limited time on this planet. Yes, you know, we're here for a short time. You know, if you think how old the Earth is and how long we live, say 100 years if we're lucky, right? And I think there's so much that we're missing out on. You know, people are quick to argue, but not quick to see the beauty in somebody, you know, male or female. I'm not suggesting anything sexual. I'm just thinking, you know, people are magic if you spend time with them. You know, the way people care about each other, the simple things of life. You know, maybe I'm a little bit weird, but I think it's almost like I think living here is almost like a prize. If we could just see what's in front of our eyes. You know, we have 5 senses. And what are those 5 senses for? To collect information. Not necessarily information from a cell phone, but walk around in nature and see what's here and, you know, be in awe. Who's that? Bitcoin. Good morning. Take care. Real people, yep, I agree, Warlock. So that's why I always say buckets of blessings, rivers of peace, joy, and kindness, because I actually feel I want to give you something. I don't say it just for fun. I say it because I want to give you something. You know, I believe there's more to us. You can't talk to everybody about it, but I believe there's... Colleen, probably, because she's a nurse, she probably hears about stuff where, you know, there's energies that people carry that can help people heal. I believe in that 100%. And, you know, you don't have to be a nurse to know that, but other people can know it too. You gonna say hi? Won't lift your head up? Stuck to the table? Thank you, Warlock. Yep. You know, there's so many people want to pull you down, but not many people want to build you up for free with not wanting anything. Just, you think what it was like? I don't know. I'll stop. Let's change the subject. I'll get on my high horse and start getting excited about stuff. Any birthdays today? Any birthdays? Wasn't it Ben's birthday the other day? 20 people here, nobody talking. Come on, guys. Can't talk to myself. People think I'm nuts. It took me a long time to realize that what is actually important in life. I was so wrapped up in my career and that success that I ended up missing the important things of life. Well said, Steve. Well said, Mitch. Well said, Mitch. Not till August, Steve. Mine's in November. You remembered. Yeah, November. November 24. It's birthday time. I think we all carry healing energies. We just don't know how to access them. Agree, Colleen. I think somebody's making a nest up here, look. See the hanging basket? Some birds are going in underneath on the right side. There's a lot of nesting taking place in the trees right now because of the rain started, which will bring the bugs, so that everybody has to get busy. having babies. Somewhere over there on the right, I'm not going to go over and disturb them, building a nest inside the fern. Oh, look at this. One of the budgies got out. Look at this. I don't know how he got out. The doors are shut. Unless it, oh, he might have come from somewhere else. I don't know. Look at that. One of the budgies are out. Or come from some... Unless they come from somewhere else. All the doors are closed. Where'd you come from? This is where they're nesting up in here. I just heard him jump out. One budgie on the outside, huh? Don't know where you come from. First time I ever seen that, a budgie on the outside. You see him? I think I don't know if they know him or not because they're sitting there with him. Beautiful day. Beautiful day. Just starting to get warm now. What's happening in here then? November 26th forever. 10th. Edwards the 26th of November. I think they look like a small dove of some kind. I'm not sure 100% who's nesting up there. But you know, somebody asked me the other day if the budgies got out, would they fly off? I've had one try to attack me. A long time ago, one tried to attack me when I went in the aviary. Only one ever. So when I come out the door, it sort of tried to dive bomb me. I ducked to go under the door, and it flew straight out, and then flew straight across the fields. I never seen it again. But I don't have no idea where that white one come from. No idea. Jailbreak, yeah. I see Sugar got all excited. Not. Wildlife in Thailand had some jumping spiders on the wall outside our home over there. Fascinating creatures who seem to curious of me as I was of them. Sugar is out of control. Yeah, I had jumping spiders. I had one in the bathroom. And normally a spider you can sort of, what I try to do is put it in the drain, and then it goes down about a foot, and then it goes out of the house and then down onto the bank, the shower water. That's how the house was designed. But this one jumped at me and chased me in the bathroom. It knows you live in a good home. Yep. Jumping spiders kind of make me cringe a bit. Yeah, they did me too. I'm like, hey, this guy's like a tiny little spider chasing me in the bathroom. I had a couple now. Spiders aren't really a problem here. And you get a few in the house, some crazy ones, but not too big. Good morning, Barry from New Zealand. What's Kevin drinking this morning? Water and a water glass. See that other budgie still here? Never seen one. I think these guys have been here like 3 years now. 2 or 3 years. I'm thinking almost 3 years they've been here. I've never seen one on the outside before. So I don't know if it got away and heard these guys. But it wasn't here yesterday. I don't know. Interesting. Yeah, praying mantis. You know where I've seen a lot of praying mantis? When my father was in the Navy, he was stationed in Boston, Massachusetts. And, oh, there's back again. It was sitting in the tree. It just come back to the aviary. They put shingles, what is it, like a cedar shingle on the outside of the houses in the Navy quarters. They put shingles, like cedar shingles on the outside. And when they brought the shingles, that attracted thousands and thousands of praying mantis, and the big ones. And praying mantis are interesting characters. If they sit like that. So if you get a little stick, don't hit them or just go like next to them and wave it by their hands. They'll actually box with you. In Amazon, I saw spiders as big as your spread hand. Wow. Yeah, I don't need to see them that big. Where in the Amazon were you? He wants to join the family. You can. I don't know how I'm going to get him in there though. I wonder if he got out this morning. Normally you can leave the door open and they won't fly out. The little door where you put the food in. But they want to be together. They never fly out. So I'm just guessing let's see if he's still there. Got me fascinated now. Where is he? He was sat up in that tree up there. Sitting up in that tree. Where are you? I don't see where oh, there he is, right there, look. Just flew over the river. He comes back. That's really cool. See if he comes back. I walked right and stood next to him. I'm guessing he's come from inside. I don't know how he got out. But he just flew back over the river, to the river. Yeah. I think your budgie, looks like she got used to the cage. And that's why she was sitting by the aviary. Yeah, maybe. Oh, Brazil, okay. Look at this, look at this. Somebody's moving. Careful now. Not too much energy. I got room now. Somebody moved out the way. Yeah, I think I have no idea how they got out though. Nothing I can do about it now. If it comes back, I'll see if I can get a towel or something and catch it. The only problem is if it's not from this aviary and you put it in there and it has a disease. Well, the chances of it being from somewhere else, I guess, is pretty slim. So it's probably from here, but I don't know how it got out. So, what's happening? Anything else? Any other topics we could talk about? Come on, gang. Don't leave it to Kevin to talk about something. you can bring it up and I can talk, or you just inject something. Yeah. If that bird of prey was here still, I think there would be a race on, a chase on for sure. But I haven't seen the bird of prey for months. I guess it'll come back. Yeah, CCTV. Yeah, I'm thinking of that actually. I was thinking of getting a security system with like 4 cameras, because I can put one in the back of the house, the front of the house, inside the aviary, and over here somewhere to watch my truck. So I don't want to get Wi-Fi ones though. I want cable. I don't want a signal floating around again to disturb me. After studying a little bit about radiation, I don't need Wi-Fi security cameras. I need cable ones. My mother-in-law passed about 6 ago. I inherit her cat. She is like sugar, always hanging around. I thought I heard a cat here this morning, but I looked outside, I didn't see it. Well, I think it probably went on when Sugar come. I was thinking of putting a video together about Sugar, how she come here, and what she's been up to in the years that she's been here. Is that a good idea? She's gone under the truck. She likes to sleep under the truck. Sorry your mother-in-law passed. You know, Chiang Rai got lots of rain. Oh, cool. Gordon will be happy. You know, look, I have a squirrel I used to be feeding peanuts for about a year now. They will eat. Wow. Recently a smarter one and 3 juveniles have started visiting also. Wow, that's really cool. Go, Mitch. The island I live on is full of feral cats. I hear them almost most nights. Okay. I guess there's no mice problems there, eh? Because there's all kinds of cats around. I'd love to see your video. If you can send me a link or send me the video, I'd love to see that, Mitch. Good. No mice, yeah. Feed the crows also. You know, I never have crows here. But yesterday there was 4 crows sitting on the road over here on the other side of the little building. Thank you, Mitch. I'll just walk unedited. That's okay. I don't mind. The thing about me is I don't have any... I'm not a fussy person by far. Things don't have to be perfect for me. I'm going to show you something. You've heard me talk about building over here a few times. There's this woods over here. So you can see the road's over there. What's happening here? Looks like the ferns are all falling over. Oh, the high wind the other day pushed them all over, look. You spend all your time building a garden and nature breaks it. You got some weeding to do over here. You got this patch of land here. What do you think? How many times have I spoke about it, but putting a little house here. So just over the edge of that bank, you can see the bank there. Just over the edge of the bank is the river. The reason I was thinking about, you know, part of me was saying I want to get out of here and move somewhere else. But you know, with all this radiation we've been talking about, maybe it's better to stay here. Because in years to come, this will be a safe place. You know, in the green clothes, you had to, every time we moved, we had to build a nuclear shelter, which was like an L-shaped trench, one side covered in dirt, to protect you if you got hit by, you know, radiation, which was really a joke. But you see the little bird in there? It's a water bird. They come in the garden. I call them like I wear a penguin suit. Okay, I didn't see the comments below there, so let's have a look. I have sugar glider. They look like squirrel, but they love to glide. And you can hear them. I think sugar gliders are very small, aren't they? I didn't invite him. Got warm walking over there in the sun. I didn't invite him back, but I said to him he can come anytime he wants when he came here before. But he's in a temple, from what I understand, about 30 minutes from here. So I think I want to go visit him. He said to come visit him. I can go visit him at his temple. So I think I'd like to do that. Go visit him at his temple and say hi. Here's that bird again. Look. See him? On the other side of the aviary. If you look straight through the aviary, I don't know if you can see him. I don't know what bird. There's two actually. There's one in the plants there, and there's one behind him on the concrete. I can't see. Where are they gone? They're gone now. Here he comes. See him? There's two. See him? When they have babies, they're like little tiny black balls. Yeah, I think sugar gliders are small, aren't they? I didn't invite him back, but I said he can come anytime he wants, and I haven't spoke to him. But I like to go visit him. My crows bring me gifts, paper clips, old pieces of this and that, especially in the winter. I guess, is that to trade for food? Sugar gliders bark like a puppy. Cool. Thank you, Jangle. Those sugar gliders are the world's smallest marsupial. Cute. Very cute. Interesting. I didn't know that. Visiting him at the temple sounds like a great idea, Mitch. Yeah. For those who don't know the story, I went to, if I go about 3 kilometers down, turn right, and then go down the road to the village. I went there, I think it was last year or so, and I seen a walking monk. You know, monks will go walk on the highway, and the guy is older, and he looked so hot, and I was hot. You know, I knew it was hot out. He's carrying all this stuff, and I just felt sorry for him. So I went to Tesco and bought some water for him and a couple of snacks. And you know, they're only allowed to eat certain times of the day, but you can drink. So I bought him, I think, 2 drinks, a sugary one for energy and water, and give it to him. And you know, normally there's a certain protocol that you do to give him the stuff, but you know, I don't know that protocol. But you know, if somebody needs a drink, give him a drink. So I just give it to him, and you know, Swadikab, whatever you say. I don't know what to say to a monk, but you know, I'm sure he understands that I wanted to give him a cool drink. So, and then he walked on, and then I seen him again, and I got a friend with me. So I said, can you know, where's he going? What's he doing? So on and so on. And he was looking for somewhere to stay. He stayed in the woods, and the people who own the woods called the police on him. The police come and checked his paperwork, and he's a monk, you know, older monk, high up in the temple. I'm not sure if he was an abbot or assistant abbot, but he was high up in this temple. And he's walked from here, or wherever he comes from, to Lubili every year, and then to another temple and back. And when they kicked him off his land, I'm thinking, you know, where's he going to stay when he comes back? So I said, look, you can stay here at my place. And he says, you can't stay in a house. I said, okay, don't stay in the house. you had a tent, so he says, and he can't stay in a garden with fences or gates. I said, okay. There's no gate. As you can see over there, there's no gate. Just a piece of string over there. So I said, okay. So I took the string down. I said, see, no gate. And so he came here for somewhere to stay. A couple of days later, he walked back from Liberty. And I said to him, stay anywhere you want. And he found a place over there. He put his tent up. And I was like tickled pink. That he is just like, wow. You can see the video. You probably search my videos, monks or something like that. And he stayed here one night. And it's funny because he got a Western guy who doesn't understand his culture. And then there's a monk who doesn't understand my culture. But we just laughed and talked. So it was kind of lots of sign language, a little bit of talking in Thai. But very gentle, very kind guy, you know. He said, come visit him at the temple. So I'll get my interpreter and go visit him, I think. Yeah, go see him. I think so. I had no idea they were a marsupial. Agree, Colleen, they are so sweet, Jangle says. Budgies are probably making mating calls with the rains coming and nesting instincts. Yeah, I think so. That's probably what it is. If one got away from somewhere else. This morning I watched them. You know, everybody has a body language, and you watch, you'll see what it is. And I looked out the door this morning to see if the birds were okay, and they were behaving really funny. So I just kept watching. But one of the reasons I think they're behaving funny is, like you said, it's mating season. But the other reason is it's nice and cool. There's a cool breeze, so I think they can play and not get too hot. But that other bird flew right over there across the river. So if he comes back, that'd be interesting. My brother-in-law is a monk. He serves in a temple that are off the beaten track. When we visit him, it tends to be in a very bumpy road in the middle of nowhere. Cool, Steve. I remember that video. Thank you, Colleen. Good vibe, Kev. Thank you. I too remember. Thank you, my Indian representative. Yeah, it was I really, really, really enjoyed that. You know, having him here, meeting him. So for me, in my understanding, spiritual journey, whatever you want to call it, it was like, you know, round plug in a round hole. So perfect match. He was happy, I was happy. I just couldn't believe those people called the police on him. The police, it was undercover police. You know, there was civilian clothes came. You know, they had that face because they were acting serious and like policemen, right? And then once they seen he had the right, he was a monk, and they talked to me and said, you know, they're just check in and everything. I'm like, dude, not my problem. Yeah, it's kind of cool, that monk tent. It's really well designed. It's like a big umbrella. They have an umbrella that they walk with to keep the sun off them. But there's like a fly sheet that goes around underneath the umbrella, and then there's another sheet that goes around that, so they can actually be inside if it's raining. You can, you know, curl up and go to sleep inside, which he did. Really cool. Yeah, I can do that. Good idea, Edward. There's actually there's some food on the floor outside their door, and the other birds come and get it. You know, when it's time to feed them again, I look in the food dishes, and if it looks like it's 99% gone, I just throw it on the floor, and then other birds come and they'll scratch in it and find it. So you can see over here on the floor, just by the aviary, there's that seed on the floor. But I can put one of their dishes on the outside, see if he comes back. If he comes back, I'll see if I can catch him. Get a towel on him or something. But, we'll see what happens. Yeah, it's a good idea, Warlock. I have the coconut husk which they broke. I can string it back together and hang it on the outside. He can nest in there at night. If he comes back, I'll do that. I'll see if he comes back. But that is funny because I'm like, where is he? And he's right by me. Paradise, the things that happen, huh? You know, there's probably stuff that happens here all the time that I don't even know what's going on. Snakes. There's probably snakes all around me, but I don't see them half the time. Yep, Kevin and Gemma. Yep, help. It's just being kind, isn't it? It's like karma says, if you give, you get back. If you're kind to somebody, kindness comes. If you're mean, meanness comes. You know, that's why I don't get too excited about the thumbs down or negative people. This is how I approach the comment section. Before I open the comment section, I go, and I come to a place of total peace. And I don't have a judgment or anything. And I open up the comment section with that peaceful feeling. If I see negative, I just go, delete. There's an egret, a white egret just flew over. I thought that was him. I just like in total peace. And if I see a thumbs down, I don't care. Just let it go. This is what I also feel. If they come and put a thumbs down on my channel, two things are going to happen. One, peace, joy, and kindness will attack them. And the negativity that they bring will also fester in them and cause them grief. So one day they'll think to themselves, I can pursue this nastiness, or I can be calm and show love, peace, and kindness. So either way, I won. Philip from Perth, Australia. Shall we do thumbs up for Kevin? Thank you, Jangle. Very nice of you to say that. Thank you, Jangle. I hope you're having a wonderful day. No need to be sorry, Richard. You're here. Late on parade. Kevininsky. Yeah, I like that. From Russia. Russia with love. Good morning, sir. Mr. Warlock, spot on. Right on, Kevin. Enjoy your philosophy. Thank you, sir. Yeah, though, I say when I see the thumbs down, I'll say, please stay here and keep doing the thumbs down, because eventually the love, peace, joy, and kindness is going to go inside and you'll learn to be a happy person. So that's my philosophy. You know, you see some channels have hundreds and hundreds of people pestering them and being mean all the time. But I don't have that problem. So if you know, I have an idea who the nasty people could be, but it doesn't matter. I don't spend any time thinking about it. I never make a negative comment on any channel. People work away too hard to entertain me, and least I can do is show appreciation. That's very nice philosophy. Very nice. Yes. If you disagree with what they're saying, then you can leave it in a comment or just go on about your business. You know, if somebody's, you know, I've put thumbs down before when people are intentionally being mean. You know, like if they say something I don't agree with, then, you know, and it's right or wrong, it's not my business. But if somebody's being mean, directly being mean towards another person, but other than that, I never put thumbs down. I'd rather not do anything, just leave it alone. Yeah, you know, to produce a video, just to let you know, like if you first of all, you have to be creative enough to think about an idea or concept to make a video, right? And then you have to get off your bum and go video something. And you have to, you know, when I first started, it was difficult because you're the producer, you're the director, the cameraman, the sound man, the editor, you're all those things, right? And you're trying to navigate through life too. So you say, okay, I'm going to go here, say good morning, go over there, show this, show that, do this, close the video, come out, go home, have something to eat, feed everybody, put all the data into the computer, put it on the timeline, edit it. And editing can take 2-3 hours. Then you have to render it, which can take an hour. That's when the machine takes all your stuff you've done and put it into a video, locks it into an MP4 format. And then it takes maybe another 30 minutes to upload it. You have to write the description, find the thumbnail, the picture that you see, and get it all online. So you can, sometimes it can take 5, close to 6 hours to get it all done, one video. Somebody comes by, they look at it and go, don't like that. Whatever. Yeah, I didn't want to say anything bad about the guy who lives over there, but about him burning all the time. But it's in the culture to burn. And some days, every day, the guy can burn. But you know what's bad? One day I was in the house and I was turning the water on and there's no water pressure. I'm thinking, okay, what happened to the water pressure? But I know what they're like. So I walked along the road and guess what I found? They had burned. It's not their property. It's nothing to do with them. But they said behind my house along the river, there's from the road to the river, there's some bush. Maybe it's like going down the hill, maybe 20 meters. So they just throw a match in and walk off and leave it to burn. So what did it do? The water pipe to their house is not on, that area is not underground, it's on the surface. So the idiot burnt the ground that's not his and burnt his water pipe. So there's water spraying up in the air, which affects me because I have no water pressure. So I called him and I didn't say nothing, I wasn't mean, I just, I can't communicate well with the guy. And I don't really want to, but I just, in Thailand you just go like this, which means, can you come on? So I went like that and he started fussing and stuff. And I said, did it again, come on. And I walked to that area and he's still fussing, grumbling. You can hear him grumbling, being mean. And I just stood on the road and pointed into where the fire was and you could see the water coming up and he goes, oh, thank you. And he come up closer to the end of my property, there's a valve where you can turn his house off. Or turn everybody off down that way. So for one night, they just had to use the water from their tanks because they had no water pressure because he burnt through his water pipe. If you think if somebody lived in this environment all their life, they would know what's right and wrong, right? You adapt to your environment, but I'm like almost on a daily basis. Hello from Texas. Just parked for the night. I'm an OTR driver. What's OTR, please? We'll be back in Thailand in November for a few months of R&R. Cool. So parked up in your truck for the night, is it? Long distance? OTR. Okay, what's OTR, people? I don't know what that is. Who knew how many insects and other species he killed in one process? Yep, agree. Agree, Lucas. I mean, there's birds' nests, all kinds of different things in there. Because there's so many different birds. The birds are very active today. I think it's because the temperature's not so hot. They're just flying all over the place. And what a good job you do. Really enjoy your work. Thank you, Warlock. Thank you so much. Come here in the money, and this is come here is money, in this, I believe. Over the road. Okay. Over the road. Thank you. The backbone of America. Truck driving. How old is this man? Maybe he's going, maybe. I would say he's older than me. He must be like high 60s, early 70s, something like that. his body language says he's probably 75 or more, but I don't know if he's actually that old. His wife's probably my age, but he could be a lot older. I don't really know. It might be because, you know, when it's extremely windy and very, very dry, do not burn nothing because the wind will push it. And he burned through about 1, 2, 3, about 4 different properties. He burnt everything. The lady with the kidney, the lady with the liver problem, all her corn area, there's no corn because she's ill. But she was very upset because they burnt all her irrigation pipes. The bamboo that was there, all burnt. The new people with the trees, you know, with the water thing, burnt 3 of their trees. I think they're coming back, but burnt 3 of their trees. Crazy. Yeah, Thailand, I like it here. I'm not leaving unless they throw me out. I like it. For me, I just want to be like his. No noise, in the middle of nowhere, by myself, leave me alone. Talking to the gang. Lots of odd behavior in Asia. Korea has similar electrical wire issues. I was amazed at how little shielding wires contain there. Yep, agree, Ben. When the trucks don't run, things shut down. Yep. Mr. Mitch, thumbs up. Where did you say you're parked at, Roger? Where are you now? Did you say where you are overnight? Older than you, Kev? Wow. Come on, Bob. That's not nice. No. Thank you, Roger. If American trucks went on strike, our largest cities would starve in a week. Yep. Dementia. He didn't think about his home, possibly. Yeah, I mean, he's got lots of banana trees all around and trees all around his house. So if the wind shifted, it could have burnt his house easy. Yep, agree. Oh, Roger's in Pentecost, Arkansas. Cool. I hope you have a good sleep and a safe journey tomorrow, Roger. Or what time is it there now? It's 10 o'clock, about 11 here in the day, so it'll be 11 at night there, right? Django says, do I have Stone Age neighbor? They are not know how to use fire. 11:30 at night. Okay, Roger. Yep. Settle down for the night in Arkansas. Arkansas has some mountains in it, doesn't it? Or hills or something? Or is it Arkansas? Or is it? It's not flat, is it? Look at this. Look. Here's those birds I told you about. See them? Can you see them? Normally they're really skits. They're very nervous and they don't like to be near people. But these guys just walk around the garden, ignoring me. Sometimes I'm working in the garden and just walk right past you. Like, what are you doing in my garden? They walk around eating bugs. When I first come, they were really skits. If they seen you 50 meters away, they would run. In the north, Ozark. Okay, so there's hills up in the Ozarks, right? Yes, can see them. Cool. Beautiful place you have there. Thank you, Roger. Yeah, peaceful. I tried to make it. This is what. Dare I say this? You know, you create what's inside you, around you. So you know, because of the things that happened in my life in the past, I turn that around and I want to be as peaceful as I possibly can. So I try to create a peaceful environment that I can sit in and watch nature and relax. I still find it amazing. We have people from all over the world just chatting away. India, New Zealand, Australia, United States. Yep. Love it, Mitch. Oops, UK too. Yep. And Thailand. Don't forget Penny Lucky. What's that, Mitch? Penny's. I lost on that one. Let's see what the birds are doing. They're really going crazy over there. Ooh. Trent's still here watching. Moving to having lunch and moving to a new room on the island. Cool. Bert says early in the UK. 5 a.m. Yep. Cool. Somebody's up early this morning in the UK. Okay, guys, we've been on here an hour. Anything you want to talk about? Izzy's here once again. Didn't receive notification. That's okay. I'm here now. Sawadee Krab. May I say this while we're still all here? I pray love, peace, and kindness passes through this phone, follows the signal all the way to where you are, jumps out of your device, whatever you're listening on, wraps its arms around you, and strangles your neck with love, joy, peace, and kindness. If you're experiencing health needs, then I pray that you get healthy and smile. May the disease of laughing attack you. Laughing and happiness. Thank you, Mitch. A few days ago, my wife had a celebration that gets quite loud. Somebody called the cops. They saw that my wife was doing and said, "Oh, that's our culture. Go right ahead." I wish I stayed and watched. Edward, I think you live in Japan. Where do you live, Edward? You live in Japan, isn't it? Time, phone, hack the future, well-being, happiness. Yep. Thank you for such much. Same to you all. Thank you, Trent. Korea, okay. I think I got a fly trying to bother me now. Live in Korea. So you live in Korea. Okay, cool. Korea is on my bucket list also, yeah. I flew on Korean Airlines between where was it? Korea and Hong Kong? Or Hong Kong to Korea. I can't remember which way around now. I think Hong Kong to Korea. I can't remember. I was going back to the United States and I think changing planes. Anyway, I was on Korean Airlines and back then I was a vegetarian and they said we didn't get told we don't have a vegetarian meal for you. I said it's okay. I don't need anything. It's only a couple-hour flight. Don't worry. And the lady said, "Don't worry, I'll find you something." So she came with this all these different bowls of food. So she said we're vegetarian. I said thank you. And she then brings me this sheet, like a card, of instructions on how to eat Korean food. And I was like, she says, do this and do that, and then do this and do that. And when nobody's looking, I took all the little bowls and poured them all into one bowl and stirred it up, and had all these bowls sat on the side. And the stewardess come and seen what I was doing, and she had like a horrible, like this horror on her face, like, what has he done to the food? And I was like, it's very nice, thank you. I'm just tucking into it. No respect. Rich, me too. Looking forward to traveling to South Korea next year. Cool. You know, it'd be really cool if the two Koreas could come together, huh? And then the North Korean people could, you know, have a nice home and not live in terror anymore. Wouldn't that be cool? So was my my disrespect to Korean food? It was nice though. I had a big bowl, all these little tiny bowls. I just poured it all in one. But yummy. Your face, like. Bimp and pop. Bimp and poop. Okay, guys. If there's no other thing anybody's got to say, no burning issues. Just for the ones who are here later, I'll reference the video yesterday about the electromagnetic and microwave radiation and all that sort of jazz. I'm thinking these meters are going to cost a fortune. So I looked online. Actually, somebody sent me a video, which was very, very good, and I'm going to finish watching it later. They were advertising a meter, and I went on to Amazon, found the meter, and the meter is $119 on Amazon, and that's it there. What does it say? Advanced GQ EMF 390 multi-field. And guess what? I bought one this morning. In England, they're 119 pounds. In America, they're $119. So I'm going to buy. I bought one because for my own protection, so I can find out how much radiation is, so keep my body healthy. It says if you get so much exposure over certain times, it can actually damage the DNA in your cells. You know, you have these DNA strands and they replicate. And once they're damaged, the damage is replicated each time. So you wind up with genetic mutations and all that garbage going on in your life. So I bought one. It's on the way. I think that's all the comments. So I'm going to sign off, guys, and say good afternoon. It's a Korean dish with many different items. Have a great day, Kevin. Thank you, Colleen. Oh, I see what you're talking about now. Bibimbap. Korean dish. Okay. So that's why she got upset. Radiation is extremely bad for young people. Yes, I agree, Roger. Looking forward to seeing it. Yeah, when it gets here, I'll show you it. But I'm going to go to that place that is a flyover on the main road going to the island of Ayutthaya. 3 cell phone towers within 100 meters. Less than, maybe 3 cell phone towers within 75 to 80 meters. Plus all those high power lines. I was going to fly my drone there one time because there's a stupa in a roundabout going towards the island, and I wanted to get that stupa from high up looking down and maybe see the island at the same time. But I didn't even turn it on, because if you turn the drone on anywhere near, like these power lines here for a house, nothing. But if you have the higher power line, it'll say magnetic interference on the screen, and it won't work. So the drone knows how to measure the environment that it's in, and it's saying it's bad. So I'm going to get that meter. I was really interested to get it. But before it comes, I'm going to study a lot to understand what the actual numbers mean and what is safe and what's not safe. I'll maybe download a guideline or something. Yeah, Barry, the same. The main thing is to you just turn it on and you get the readings, and if you know that what's safe and what's not safe. I learned something this morning. What they can, what I think in China and in other countries, their safe level is 10, but it's actually in America it's like 10 times that or more. I'm going to leave a link to this video I got in the description of last night's video if you want to see it. It's very, very, very good, very informative. And it just, I mean, I'll go do it now. So if you want to watch it, you can see it. The link will be in the description of last night's video. Actually, I'll put it in the link of this video. Just let it process, because when I hang up here, it'll take about 10 minutes to process, and then I'll put it in the link of this video, and you can find it. And very nice, very good. So I'm going to learn what the different numbers are, and then I can go measure just for fun for myself and to be knowledgeable, to be part of that 2% thinking people. Okay, Roger. Thanks for checking in, Roger. All the best. Guys, can I ask if you haven't subscribed already, could you please subscribe? Thank you so much. Going to enjoy the afternoon. Take care all. Enjoy Trent. Pronounced bibimbap. Is veggie mixed with rice, vegetables, most Korean carriers. Love it. It was very yummy. I know that much. I wonder how much damage mobile phones do to the brain. Andy Stubbs, that's a really good question. There was in that video, which is in the link that I'll show you, it says 3 athletes had problems, and one of them, it was a basketball player, had brain cancer on the side where he holds his phone, and Samsung hired him and paid him a lot of money to be a spokesman. So in other words, don't say nothing. Thank you, everyone. Wishing you all the best. Buckets of blessings. Well said, Mitch. Bucket blessings, everybody. Sound useful? Thanks, Kevin. Best wishes. Okay, guys. Sawadee ka. Peace, joy, and kindness. Love and kindness. Look after yourselves. See you later. Have a wonderful day. All the best, Paul.